And a heavy chain and performing duties like cutting ribbons, drawing raffles and meeting and greeting visitors. But my next guest, the Mayor of Telscombe Cliffs, Wayne Botting, likes to literally go the extra mile. Today Wayne is walking along the Sussex coast to raise money for a local young girl who has cerebral palsy, and Wayne is with me in the studio. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Mark.
Now tell me then, first of all, about the route that you're going to be doing here today.
Okay, we're travelling from Seaford, Salts Recreational Ground, at 5:30 this afternoon. Following the Sea Haven Coastal Trail, that's hugging the cliff top, all the way to Telscombe Tye, where we will be greeted by fellow mayors and have a big firework display at the end of the walk.
So how many miles are we talking about there?
We're looking at 10k.
10k, I mean, which is some distance to do. Are you feeling fit and ready for the challenge?
As a fat lad, definitely not. Yes,
I'm not going to comment on the fact that you're a slightly larger chap. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with you. But I mean, yes, it's a good challenge. It's one that you're doing for a very good reason.
Definitely. We need to raise 21,000 for a wheelchair for Leisha. I'm already up to £11,000. We've been raising money for the last 6 weeks, which is fantastic. All the community really getting together behind this cause.
And we're going to hear from Leisha's mum in a moment. When did you first hear about Leisha's story here?
When I took over as mayor back in May, I was looking for a individual charity to raise money for. A member of the public bought Leisha's flight to me, and I thought that would be an ideal situation to get into.
All right. Well, Leisha's mum, Vicky, is on the line to me now. Good morning to you.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for joining us on the programme this morning. And tell me about your little girl.
Well, I mean, Leisha, anybody who meets her will tell you that she's just absolutely amazing. She's so brave. She fights for everything. You know, she doesn't take no for an answer. I remember when she was sort of about 7 or 8, her paediatrician told her that she wouldn't be able to walk any significant distance, only therapeutic walking. And she wasn't having that, so she asked me if she could use her walker to start trying to walk to school once a week. So she did that, and we followed on with her chair, and when she got tired she'd get in it and she'd go a little bit further every day, every week, until after a few months she managed to get from our front door all the way to her classroom.
Wow.
Which was amazing. It's about 500 metres and mostly uphill. She was absolutely tired the rest of the day, couldn't function at school, so only ever did it once. But you know, that just is a demonstration of her own determination, that if she wants to do something, she will do it.
Yeah, and obviously, and you can hear in your voice a huge amount of pride, but also, I guess, probably some amazement at just how determined she is.
Yeah, no, she is. She sees the positives in everything. You know, she doesn't let things hold her back. She was, last year when she was going into secondary school, she had the option to stay at Chaley Heritage, which is an absolutely amazing special needs school, which could cater for all her needs, or go to a mainstream school in the community. And she said, I want to go to a mainstream school, Mummy, I want friends around me. And even though that would be more challenging for her and more difficult for her, you know, she wanted to be in the real world almost with friends, and you know, and so this chair is to help her achieve that. It will help her to access all the classes at school, where some of the classes have high desks, where at the moment she has to sit almost, well, not separate to the class, but on a lower table for science and art and things like that. She'll be able to actually sit at the high desks with her friends. So she won't be so restricted, and she'll also be able to stand up, so she'll be at eye level with her peers, so at break times and things she'll be able to interact with them properly.
And that's so important, that she just wants to be normal. She wants to get on with life, and like every other child of that age, just wants to get on with doing what children do. I mean, in terms of the money, so let's be clear then, how much money do you need to raise overall then, Vicky?
The chair costs £21,000. So you know, it's an expensive chair, but it should last her into adulthood. You know, it will be one that has enough growing space in it.
Right.
But as long as it's properly maintained, you know, it could last a good sort of 10, 20 years almost. So, it's not something that, will last for a couple of years and then we'll be fundraising again. This is a long-term piece of equipment that will help her to reach her goals and what she wants out of life. If you can imagine, she's a 13-year-old girl in the body of a 13-year-old with the physical ability of a 9 to 12-month-old baby.
Sure.
She can sit unaided, but she can't stand. She can't walk. Well, I mean, I said she did walk to school, but that was with a walker with a lot of assistance. That certainly wasn't an independent walk. So, she has these challenges, but in her mind, she just wants to be like all her friends.
And where do you get your strength from, Vicky? Because it must be tough for you and the rest of the family as well.
Oh, I have lots of support. I have my family are brilliant and friends, and Wayne has been absolutely amazing.
I was going to ask you about Mr. Mayor.
He's we were without him.
He's done you a fantastic job, hasn't he?
Oh, he absolutely has. He has campaigned so hard, and I don't think I'd ever be able to thank him enough for the support that he's given us.
Well, he's sitting in the studio now. What do you want to say to him?
I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done and all the fundraising and the time and the effort that you've put into this. It has been brilliant, and you're a really, really special person for doing this. And thank you to everyone who's donated and sponsored and supported and come together for my little girl, because it's just overwhelming how generous people are.
You're listening to that.
Fantastic there. Thank you very much, Vicky. I think the thanks will come once we actually receive that wheelchair, and I hope to get that wheelchair by Christmas. What a fantastic present that would be.
And for you, Wayne, I mean, we talked right at the start about the fact that, as your mayor, you go around cutting ribbons and you draw out a raffle ticket and so on, but this is the stuff that it's really about, isn't it?
Yeah, real community stuff. That's what I like to get my teeth into. The mundane cutting ribbons, that's great. That's all part and parcel of the job, but this is really special to me, and if we reach that goal by Christmas, that would be the icing on the cake.
Now, Vicky, I've been talking this morning about the overall level of fitness of our mayor here this morning, and I'm thinking that if he does this today, I mean, it's 10k. Next step could be, the London Marathon next spring. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that might need a bit more training.
What do you reckon then, Mayor?
No chance.
No chance. Well, there you are. That's honest for you. Look, if people want to donate, what do they need to do? Who can tell me about that?
Okay, I'll give you the info. We've got a Just Giving page, which is www.justgiving.com /YIMBY/ICE in capital letters. Or you can send a cheque through to me at the Mayor of Telscombe, Telscombe Civic Centre, 360 South Coast Road, Telscombe Cliffs, or find all the details on the Telscombe Town Council Facebook page.
Brilliant. I was going to say, what we'll do after we finish here is you have a word with Laney, and we'll put that on our Facebook page as well as soon as we've done this morning. Well, what can I say? I wish Leisha all the very best. Vicky, thank you for coming onto the programme as well this morning.
You're welcome.
Very nice to speak to you, and well, Mr. Mayor, good luck. I'm sure it'll be a triumph. How quickly do you think you can do this then today?
I will. My ambition is to. I was going to finish by the end of my term.
Right.
We've gone so far already in such a short period of time. I've got a good feeling we'll have this done by Christmas.
I think you will as well. A huge amount of determination. Get involved in that, and thank you so much for coming to see us.
Thank you very much.
It's BBC Sussex. It's Mark at Breakfast.